Now to our top story, the Movement for Social Justice MSJ has pulled out of the People's Partnership Coalition government. Tobago Channel 5 News chatted with the political leader of the MSJ, Mr. David Abdullah, today for a further explanation on the MSJ's decision.
MSJ's leader, David Abdullah, said that commitments were made as part of a social contract in the manifesto and the declaration at Faizabad with respect to the partnership changing the quality of governance in the country.
In the view of the MSJ, these have not, well, some of them, important ones, have not been fulfilled. And so, we made statements, for example, that we would not politicize the state sector and the public sector, and that, we'd break down the barriers and bring people into the process of decision making and so on. And many other important statements like that, and those commitments, in my view, by certain actions of the government, were not being kept.
Prime Minister Kamala Prasad-Bissessa was quoted as saying that the list of demands made by Mr. Abdullah over the past few months were always impossible, unreasonable and reckless. Mr. Abdullah responded.
There were a number of meetings of the leaders of the partnership beginning sometime in March and continuing all the way through to the 8th of May. We issued a statement on the 11th of March at which we put forward a number of issues, some 10 or 11 issues that we wished to address. And at no time during that discussion of the leaders and of our issues was the statement made that these are irresponsible, impossible and reckless. They were being discussed.
The MSJ leader further pointed out that for the Prime Minister to come postpartum and make such a statement is a vindication of the position that she was not committed to addressing some of the fundamental issues that were on the agenda. He also responded to the Prime Minister's remarks that the MSJ's departure has only served to strengthen the government.
What it therefore means is that the positions that the MSJ was articulating and seeking to have the partnership adopt in terms of the commitments that we made in the Faizabad Declaration and the manifesto, that opposition will now, within the government, will no longer exist. And that could be interpreted by some to mean, therefore, that those things that are wrong in the government will then be consolidated going forward rather than being corrected as we sought to have done.
Looking forward, Mr. Abdullah says the MSJ will be holding public forums to listen to the concerns of citizens throughout the country. They will also be engaged in building the party, seeking to bring people together across the lines of race and religion, and also formulating policies for the future of the country. All this in their effort to bring about new governance in Trinidad and Tobago. Gail Ashley for Channel 5 News.